Hey Aries, welcome to your April chakra healing video, your monthly chakra healing video. I'm sorry this month is late. My camera wasn't working for the past week and I just got it fixed, so we are back. But we're going to start with Aries as we always do. You guys' energy has been on my mind for a minute since last week because I feel like you guys have an anxiety level right now that is kind of out of this world, and I can kind of see it throughout the reading. So we're gonna go over your cards and then we're gonna talk a little bit, okay? So we'll put these aside for now. So for your root chakra, you have the Two of Wands, which I'm not really surprised about because you guys just want to move forward, want to progress, want to do stuff. You guys are just like, this is like the worst. Quarantine is affecting the signs that is affecting the worst is probably like air signs and the fire signs right now. Then we have the Five of Pentacles in the sacred space. We have in the solar plexus the Six of Cups. In the heart chakra, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, let me move these up. Throat chakra, we have the Seven of Wands. Third eye, we have the High Priestess. Crown chakra in reverse, and then crown chakra, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. For your oracle cards, I pulled out 4 different ones. From the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, we have Healer and Courage. And the reason why I decided to do the Isis Oracle, I was going to use a different deck, but then I changed my mind. Once I saw this card come up in reverse, I changed my mind and wanted to tap in with Aset because she does a lot of spiritual counseling and nourishment energy. So I wanted to see what she was going to say about this. And the 2 cards that you guys got for this was High Priestess again. Okay, again. You guys got High Priestess again. And then Mother of Life. So I'll give you a second for it to zoom in real quick. Hold on. There we go. So you can pause and read it. Okay, so there's a couple of things going on. Also, just so you guys are aware, the bottom of the deck for you guys is Judgment, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and 2 of Pentacles. So, contrary to a lot of the other signs, you guys are pretty grounded right now, but in a really weird way. As much as you guys are fire, you do really well in the physical realm when it comes to being goal-oriented, getting things executed in business, with money, whatever it is. You guys do relatively very well with it. But the problem is that you guys have been struggling a lot with what's been happening collectively on a collective level. Because you guys rule the journey itself, because the journey right now is very contingent on everybody else doing what they're supposed to be doing, it can be very frustrating because it's not necessarily about you, it's about everybody. And this is not something that you're used to having to deal with because you're so good at just analyzing yourself and making moves based on what you want. And it's almost like, you know how people say the sun, like the world, the universe doesn't revolve around you. For you guys, the universe does kind of revolve around you guys. And you make your own decisions. You like choose where to go. You choose what to say, all of these different things. And because of the whole, no, you're going to stay at home thing, Aries doesn't really like being told what to do. And so it's been kind of just waiting for the energy to change, waiting for things to move forward, waiting for when we're going to get the green light, what, like the world itself, when we're all collectively going to get the green light, what is going to, change from this, how are we going to progress, all of these different things. And so in the root chakra, you guys have a lot of anxiety, even though the Two of Wands is a very positive energy as far as looking forward into the future. The future is not necessarily as easily attainable as you usually are capable of grasping it, because you guys usually pick your direction and you start running that way. But right now, you're just kind of in this state of limbo and you're waiting for that green light. And this is the reason why I picked the After Tarot. I'm going to do all the signs with the After Tarot because I think you guys need to kind of understand your futuristic energy in combination to what's happening right now. So with that being said, in your root chakra, as far as the anxiety level, the annoyance level, like you guys are just stuck at home and all of these different things, then you have in your sacral space the Five of Pentacles. There is a lot of kind of internalizing that's going on. There's a lot of like regrets that's going on. There's a very lonely state of mind. Some of you might have even lost your jobs and are kind of struggling with what the future looks like, even though you know that in the future you can make moves and get something and have something sustainable and financially sustainable in your lives back again. Right now you're kind of struggling with, how am I going to do certain things? What is, like, I don't know how to do these. Like, I'm not sure. Do I tap into my savings? Do I have any savings? Stuff like that. Like, you guys are kind of struggling in the sacral space of it all. So this is kind of turning, this event itself has been turning into a very traumatic event for not just you, but everybody else. You should also understand that everybody else is also going through kind of this situation as well. It's not just you, but it has turned into a very frustrating, annoying, traumatic event for you guys, where you're just like kind of struggling, knowing that you can get out of it and progress, but at the same time, not knowing what that looks like financially, not knowing what that looks like with paying bills and different things that have not been canceled or have just been pushed forward to some extent. It's been a lot of frustrating energy, and that has been in many ways a blockage. And the way to get through this kind of energy is to still understand who you are. And I think this is why the High Priestess energy is coming up a lot in your reading, because I feel like a lot of you guys are stuck in the physical realm of it all, that you're forgetting the spirituality of it all, and how you're able to manifest from that place and still maintaining your power and still maintaining your wealth in that positive wealth energy, even though things are not necessarily what we wish them to be right now within the physical realm. There is this kind of, you guys have like a ton of, you see, this is why you're underlining, it's a lot of pentacles, because you're just so worried about what's happening with, you know, in reality, like right now, that you're forgetting. This is why your third eye is blocked this month. You're forgetting about what you actually also can need to work out with at this time. You could still manifest wealth even during this time. You could still get ready to call in wealth in different ways during this time. And I think instead of waiting to kind of run in a direction, you guys need to kind of start shaping your own direction right now, instead of being frustrated by the energy. Your solar plexus, you have the Six of Cups. You guys are kind of one of those signs. It's like, I want everything to go back to normal, when you need to also understand that normal is not necessarily what we need to go back to. There's a change and a shift that is happening, and this whole entire experience is going to change society for the better. There are things that are going to come out of this that collectively would be changed for the better. And even though you want to have that like almost like a time machine and be able to see your family, be able to just go back home, be able to just have those moments of just like, oh, I can do this again, still understand that this situation will change us all collectively for the better. So just understand that in your solar plexus. I feel like there's, for you guys specifically, there's a lot of passion when it comes to the family and the home, and just kind of wanting to be within those, with those people in a room, with those who you consider family, whether that be friends, whether that be your parents, whether that be your partner, whatever. There is just like this need to kind of be nurtured emotionally from those who you love in that way. So it's definitely, this is a hard energy for you guys, but you're waiting for that moment that you can have that moment. And it's like there's just this anxiety throughout your reading, which is really, I would say it's kind of frustrating on your part. And this is why your upper chakras are a hot mess, but we're gonna talk about it. So heart chakra, you have the Queen of Swords. So this is actually a really good thing for this month for you guys, hilariously, and I will tell you why. Because your heart chakra is kind of leaning towards where you actually should be focusing with the air energy. Is your upper chakras. Your upper chakras are a hot mess in the month of April, and you need to focus on it, especially with all the time that you have. You're out here worrying about what's going on in the physical realm, that you're not kind of focusing on the spiritual realm, and it's kind of making it so you're creating traumatic experiences for yourself that you yourself can heal, which is why you got the healer card. The Queen of Swords, it's telling you to keep the things a little bit more breezy, be flexible, be mutable, be able to kind of roll with the punches right now. Don't just take what the physical realm is giving you, but try to do what you can with in these times, so you can progress with these times. So this is something that, and as far as like a message for you, this is something that you need to embody during this time. Instead of being complete flames, just be air. Don't move with anger, move with just like serenity right now. It's not necessarily about getting caught up with what's going on in the media and what's going on collectively and with the government. It's also about just being connected to your mind, to the collective consciousness, on a spiritual level as well, and tapping back into that energy so you can find your healing right now. So throat chakra, you have the 7 of wands in this, and I feel like verbally you guys are in a place where you're just kind of like, you're ready to just do the most. Like you're almost like you're gonna be one of these people that if you see someone in the street like social distancing or something, you're just gonna like snap. You're just gonna be like, oh my god, look at that person, oh my god, look at what these people are just being stupid. They're not doing what they need to do. They're like keeping us up safe. It's almost like there's an irritation and you guys are lashing out at anybody who's just like not trying to collectively have the same type of anxiety for the future that you do. And it irritates you, it annoys you, because you want to move forward. It's your season and you're like stuck not moving. It's like the worst thing that could happen to Aries, to be honest. And so you guys are a little bit like lashing out, and you're using your flame, that Mars energy, and you're kind of lashing out, whether it be online, whether people are spreading false information, whether it be your friends, and you're just like, yo, stop doing that. You're saying the wrong thing. Like you guys are actively not playing around with the collective. You're just trying to kind of move things forward, but your mouth is a little bit reckless this month. So just be mindful, okay? Be mindful. It is coming from a good place because your heart chakra, again, is that air energy, that Queen of Swords energy, but at the same time, your throat chakra is just a little bit vicious. So just educate with love. Don't just be like, okay, you know what? This motherfucker's stupid, so I'm just gonna go in and just go ham on it. Like, don't just do that. Try to move from a place of serenity and just try to communicate as peacefully as you can, even though I know that you guys need a way to direct your fire, and honestly that way should be directed up here within your upper chakras in a more constructive way, I would say. There's definitely a reason why you got courage and healer within these two things, okay? Because one, it does take a lot of courage to get through these times and not have anxiety and not like get down on yourself and still have like purpose and have all this fire still being directed to a certain direction. So I do understand where you guys are coming from. However, you still need to understand that this is a collective lesson. It's not just about you. Some people need to learn things the hard way, and it's not always going to be just, you know, some guy or some girl just like yelling at somebody online to like stop being stupid or whatever it is. Like if you see misinformation online, report it. It just do what you can without having to necessarily go to battle right now, because you're just you tapping into your energy that you don't really need to give to others, where you could just easily be like, okay, this is obviously false information and people are out here falling for this, so I'm just gonna report it as false information so it can just get removed, and that's it. I did my part. I played my part in this battle of societal craziness that's happening right now, and I'm moving forward. Like I did my part on that. I'm not gonna start tweeting at the person and getting mad and like calling them an idiot and saying they have no, just report it, move on, move forward. That's it. Keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple. For your third eye, and this is where I'm most concerned about you guys this month. Guys have the High Priestess in reverse, and this is why Healer came out. This is also why High Priestess came out in this reading. You guys need, and I cannot overstress this enough, you need to do some work, because your third eye is blocked. You're not able to see the future quite clearly because you're not actually actively working with spirit right now. You're kind of blocking everything off. So I need you guys to be a little bit better, do better right now. Tap back in spiritually, give yourself a spiritual bath, try to relax, try to tap into the other elements. And if you're trying to work with earth magic, try to work with herbs, try to work with the plants, work with crystals, try to relax. I feel like you guys are in this state where you're just like forgetting about everything else and just focusing on what's going on in the world, and it's driving you crazy. So tap into the other elements instead of frustrating yourself right now, because it's making it so you're not able to really see what the future is, even if you're trying to call it in. And this is why your crown chakra is a 10 of cups in reverse, because you're not ever going to be happy if you're imbalanced like this, if you're just reacting out of frustration, if you're just like upset and holding all of these moments and making them into traumas. Like, it's just not going to work out in the long run for you. So I feel like for April, just take it a little bit easy and do what you can, but also give yourself some time to connect back to spirit, connect back to source, because I feel like you guys need a moment, honestly. That's pretty much how I feel about this. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.